Thuban Draco created a new incredible concept. This time it's for the Clockwork champion. I just realized that his full name is actually Thuban Draconis, but I'm gonna keep calling him Thuban Draco. The Clockwork skins are his favorite gold pass skin, so that's one of the reasons that he wanted to complete this set. By the way, if you have any hero skin concepts, I just created a subreddit, which is the perfect place to share your concept and possibly win a gold pass, but more on that later. There seems to be controversy regarding people's feelings towards the Clockwork skins. Some love them, but many hate them to death, and they make the most noise, and I totally agree with this. I see this in the comments of my videos because I love the Clockwork skins, but a lot of people really hate the skins. However, the statement that they're really terrible skins is just unfair and really grinds my gears. Oh, I get it, because a skin is not just a still image. Their 3D models are very detailed, and every single animation and sound effect they have is custom. Also, unlike most skins, they are a complete redesign of the hero. All of this makes them objectively some of the best you can get for 1500 gems. I 100% agree with this, and I've stated this in my videos. It's not everybody's favorite skin, but definitely great value for your gems. He will get you the second best value. The Clockwork Queen gets you tons of value. The Clockwork Queen is the #1 skin with the most animation. So these were kind of just his ideas that are inspiring his Clockwork skin, his headcanon. I also think they are misunderstood. For me, the Clockwork skins are supposed to be evil clockpunk battle automatons designed to strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. They are built in the factory, set up in the clashy construct scenery. These are a few things they remind me of. Leonardo da Vinci's inventions, those definitely look a lot like what the Clockwork skins could have been inspired by. Smithy from Super Mario RPG. And then he's got a picture of the OG clock from the builder base and the Clockwork Warden. And this is all official content. This was the Clockwork Queen and Clockwork King's official renders, and then the Royal Champion's render right here, and kind of her concept. She doesn't look exactly like this, but this is one of the original concepts of the Royal Champion. I really like the way Thuban Draco goes about this. He doesn't just take whatever pops into his head and then make a 3D model. He goes through this process of coming up with pictures that give him inspiration, and also basing his concept off of previous Clockwork skins so it's as accurate as possible. And when you see the final render, it looks so realistic. This could actually be a skin in game. Shape analysis. This was super interesting to me. This is useful for achieving a consistent and aesthetically pleasing final design, as well as to solidify a character's personality. Also, the Clockwork skins might be more thought out than you think. References to objects make you subconsciously enjoy a design. The Clockwork King has all these square shapes. The Clockwork Queen has these castle shapes on her. The Clockwork Warden has all these triangular shapes, kind of like a wizard's hat. And then the Royal Champion design has spear shapes and sharp edges. This is something I never would have even thought of if I was trying to come up with a concept, the shape analysis of all these skins. He also includes a really fun theory down here. The keys on the back spin at different speeds. The Warden spins the slowest and the King's the fastest. I believe that symbolizes each hero's heartbeat rate directly connecting to their age. The color and condition of their metallic parts matches this as well. The King's the most shiny and the Warden's the darkest. Clockwork Warden's body construction differs slightly from the others because he comes from an older generation of Clash automaton designs. So here are some other inspirations that he had for the Clockwork Champion. And then some brainstorming pictures exploring specific concepts and design elements from similar characters. Some boots with springs, some blue wooden puppet, and a spear-shaped robot. And they both happen to look similar to the Royal Champion. They both have, this one has a cape and pointy edges and a triangular nose. This one has a skirt, a ponytail, and eyes that are inside a dark cavity. And a character from Newgrounds, ENA, girl made from geometric shapes, which also happens to have a lot of similarities to the Champion and possibly the Clockwork Champion. Renaissance side cape and atlatl. That's how I think you pronounce it.
Atlatl.
and a medieval style shooter contraption. So many real life applications to what this skin could have in its design. And now with all these inspirations, he starts sketching. So he has the basic sketch of what he wants the Clockwork Champion to look like, with of course the references for other heroes, and then he has this headshot of the champion, which I was looking at these and at first I didn't even realize she was there because she just blended in so well. And by the way, if you have a hero skin concept, you don't need to come up with an entire 3D model like Thubin Draco did. If you have a sketch like this is perfect for submitting to the subreddit. And if there are a lot of hero skin concepts in the subreddit, I'm gonna do a giveaway and give away gold passes to my favorite concepts. So if you have any ideas, come up with a simple sketch and go submit it. But this subreddit isn't just for sharing your artwork. If you're even slightly interested in Clash of Clans cosmetics, this is a great place for discussions and news and Easter eggs and so much more. So I have a link right below the like button to the subreddit. These are some of the weapons and gadgets that he has inspiration from real life things. Remember those jumping boots and the atlatl? That's going to be the spear thrower for the Clockwork Champion. And then he has a spear launcher, which kind of looks like an X-bow, except instead of arrows, it's going to be throwing her shield as her ability. 3D modeling, a robot's complexity. Now he has all the complex parts of the champion I don't even want to think about. I just like the final version of it. I wouldn't want to put all this together, but he has all these hinges, every single hinge it looks like, and all the little spinning things, every little piece he has in mind for this concept. A Clockwork Champion might at first not sound as exciting as a Temple of Cosmetic Elder Gods, which was the Town Hall 15 concept. If you didn't see that video where I reviewed the Town Hall 15 concept, that's also linked in the description. But modeling what's basically an animatronic is much more challenging and interesting. This is why. A building is mostly static and all one piece, but a character will require an assembly of quite a few interconnected parts to achieve the full articulation we want it to have for posability. The software used was SolidWorks, which is an engineering specific application, so it was a bit like 3D modeling components of a real robot. Wow, this is a screenshot of all the parts that he had for this concept. And finally, the result. Look at this. If you put this side by side to the other Clockwork skins, it looks like this was actually a skin that Clash of Clans made. It fits so perfectly, and she does have this very consistent feel with all those sharp edges like she was talking about. The cape shape gives her a unique and distinct look from King, Queen, and Warden, but the two shades of blue make her feel like she belongs to the same team. And then she has those boots for high jumping and impact damage absorption, which she needs because she's the only hero that's able to jump over walls. I really like how he came up with these unique concepts for her weapons. She doesn't just have a hand and throw her spear like a normal skin. She has this special weapon which throws her spear, which fits more like a robot. Like a robot isn't very accurate when you just try to make it like a human, but if you give its own unique mechanics, it really fits into the robot theme. And also her shield. A shield wouldn't be able to be thrown by a robot like it would a human, so he came up with this unique shield throwing concept. He even came up with an animation concept, taking off the monocle, staring at the player and putting it back on, throwing the spear as shown in the sketch in slide 10, leg springs elongating, and the skirt flaps opening a little bit when she jumps over a wall. I didn't go over every single slide, but you can check out Thubin Draco's full presentation using the link at the top of the description, and right below that I have a link to the new Clash of Clans cosmetics subreddit.